for extra baggage, so don't forget to come and pick up your don't leave no picture.
Hey, I'm back again. This is Just the Conversation. Now, I did a show just a second ago. If you can look at that show, I appreciate it. But what I need you guys to do right now is go down in there and hit that like button, that subscribe button, share it, and then leave a comment if you can. Okay, what I came on here to talk about real quick, a short one, is to talk about Christian Combs. For those of you that don't know who Christian Combs is, he is the son of P. Diddy Combs, Puff Daddy, Love, whatever he calls himself. Now, I've never been a fan, and it's just my opinion on everything. I have no dog in this fight. But for those of you that, I'm no fan of neither one of these people. But, you know, all that his daddy's going through. Next week, they will come up with the trial as to find out whether he gets out or whether he stays in due time. Me, all these crimes that he allegedly, I'm saying allegedly, has done, we're not gonna go into racketeering, all the stuff he's went through. This is not what I'm talking about, but if you want to know all the things that Puff Daddy, Sean Combs have done, just go and look at the rest of my videos and I'll tell you what he has done. Okay, so now what I came here to talk about is his son. This son here, he's not the oldest son. And then I'm going to make another video on the oldest son. Christian Combs, I think they call him King. Yeah, they call him King, nickname. He just dropped the new diss music. The project is called Never Stop. You know, isn't it ironic that his daddy says can't stop, won't stop. Now he gonna make a diss record saying Never Stop. And guess who produced it? Kanye. Kanye produced it. It seemed like, though, somebody would get some brains in their head and say, you know, this is not the time for this. It's really not. Because it's a diss. He's saying F the witnesses. I mean, can you wait till after your daddy gets convicted? Because he gonna get convicted. You mean to tell me you gonna be on here saying, putting out a diss record, and you talking about all the people in the diss record that didn't come and lend your daddy a helping hand and didn't come in his defense. I told y'all about that. I did a video on that. He ain't got no friends. I wouldn't do no diss record on him. I wouldn't be not a diss record, but I wouldn't come and uphold what he just did to nobody. So now he gonna put out the diss record to all the people that don't like his daddy. And I don't think nobody should like a person that has these amount of charges on him. Because if it was my child, he was trafficking and beaten up in the hotel and giving illegal substance to, I wouldn't like him either. But the son gonna go out and do a diss record. This is the wrong time for that. You should wait at least till you hear the verdict. But they gonna jump the gun because they already know what's about to happen. They already know what's gonna go down. Come on. Even a blind man can see that. They can see what's going on. He's gonna get convicted. Now, as I said before, he needed to go on and do his time. He should have took the plea deal, and he wouldn't have had to go through this. But like I say, on my other previous videos, I said that he may do a Nino Brown on everybody. But see, what people don't realize is if they read the paperwork, if they read the paperwork, they're telling you about all these people that helped him, co-conspirators. You know, your sidekick, you know, your people that come to your house and commit the crimes too, and go out of town with you to commit the crime. Because you can't commit the crime by yourself. That's why they said racketeering. So now, if he's going to get convicted on racketeering, he need help with trafficking. He need help with both traffickings, the D trafficking, the S trafficking. He needs help with that. He can't do it himself. So he has conspirators. So now, after this trial is over, they're going to have to go get all those people. But see, the main focus is him. Once they got the big fish, the little fish going to get caught. They ain't worried about them. They're already talking to them. They're already doing whatever they're doing. These people have to go to court also. So, this child here, Christian Combs, going to put out a diss record. He need to shut up. He really do. Because I did a video on him back when they went somewhere on the boat and he raped one of the girls. There was a bartender on the boat. Yeah. Yeah. What about that? You think it just, those charges just dropped? No. They're there. They're there. So now he gonna come out and get attention on him. Boy, like father, like son. They ain't got a brain in their head. Diddy ain't got a brain in his head. This child ain't got a brain in his head. He's sitting up here doing a diss record saying F the witnesses. F all the people that my daddy helped to get on, and, you know, all the people that didn't come forth with your dad, for your daddy. Well, they say F you and your daddy. That's what they're saying. So now you're going to get on here and get mad. This is your way of expressing how mad you are. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care, little Christian. Go somewhere and sit your behind down. Don't nobody care. And see, Diddy ain't got brains in his head to tell his son. He knows about it. Boy, don't do stuff like that. I'm trying to fight for my life. Be quiet, sit down, lay low. He ain't doing that. He is just like his daddy, egotistical, don't care, go do what he gonna do. And Kanye, you, of course you're gonna do a diss with Kanye, because Kanye cares about nobody. He don't care. You think they ain't gonna call his name? Kanye don't care. So Kanye gonna go do it, help you do it, and be on. I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. And then gonna be on it. He's got lyrics on this record with this child. See the mentality? See the mentality? See the mentality? Just gone. Nobody's thinking. Well, because they already know what's going on. They done talked to Christian, his lawyers, Diddy's lawyers. They done talked to him and told him what he's facing and what it looks like. You think they don't know? They know. So now he got mad and decided to go and do this diss record. He can't rap. His daddy can't rap. His daddy is a hype man, in my opinion. Just my opinion. Somebody else might say, no, Diddy cool, Diddy. No, he ain't. He's a hype man and he steals everything that he has. He takes what somebody else has. And he don't want you to have more than what he has. So no. His son can't rap. He can't rap. That's all. He can't rap. I don't understand nothing that y'all be saying. He can't rap. If he could rap, where's his albums? If this child could rap, Christian, where's his album? Where is his albums? He don't have one. And if he do have one, I think he has one or two or something out there. Trash. Trash. And the reason why I say it don't have one, because if it ain't hitting nothing, no platinum, and if it ain't doing nothing, and if it ain't been played in the clubs, and if ain't people ain't ranting and raving over it, you ain't got no album. Nobody's heard it. Trash. Now, Kim is gone, so she is not there to guide him to say, son, don't do that. Don't do that. Let that go. I'm sure people have told him, but he ain't listening. No, he ain't listening. Cause see, he see the money train is leaving. Doo, doo. The train is pulling out the yard. That money train is gone. So once they convict him of RICO, all they need is two. All they need is two. Once they convict him of that, if you read the paperwork that's going on, Ticket TV, that's my boy. I'm going to shout out to him. Ticket TV, you keep it real. You keep it 100. You do your work. You study it before you come online. You let these people know that Puff Daddy, Sean Diddy Combs is a piece of trash. And so is his offsprings. Like father, like son. And he keep it real. So I give you that. He be cooking. You be cooking and baking at the same time. If you really want to know the truth. You be cooking and baking, Ticket, at the same time. I give you your props. But Christian Combs, with the diss record, miss me with it. Ain't nobody finna hear it. And ain't anybody hearing. Ain't nobody finna subject themselves to come forward to talk for your daddy in his defense so they could go to jail. They ain't called my name. I ain't coming. And that's what they're saying. My name ain't been called. I'm not going nowhere near the courthouse. Nobody wants to show up for him. He's a tough character. Ain't nobody finna put their life in jeopardy for him. They know this man is a bad character. They know it when they was kicking it with him. But you know, that's how it go. That's how it go. I'm going to be your sidekick for a minute until you start acting crazy. And then when you start acting crazy and you're moving wrong, I'm going to move out your way. He dated Jennifer Lopez. Y'all know Jenny from the block. She didn't come up for him. And that was his girlfriend. So that ought to tell you something. Ain't nobody helping that man and incriminating themselves at the same time. They saying they don't care if they tell everything and get a plea deal and don't have to go to jail. They don't care. They ain't doing it. I don't blame them. They got wives, families, husbands. Ain't nobody finna come up. Ain't nobody finna do that. So Christian Combs got mad and he made a diss and dropped it just the other day and said, the project is called Never Stop. Never stop what? Acting a fool? Never stop what? Hurting people? Never stop what? Giving people D? Never stop what? What you never gonna stop? And who made up the name? You or your father? Can't stop, won't stop. Y'all killing me with this. You need to stop. That's what you just call it, need to stop. You need to stop. It's terrible. And Kanye gonna get on here and produce the thing for him. It's terrible. He should know when to stop. And today is the day that you should stop with this shenanigans. That's what I call it. Never stop. Never stop what? You know that money train is leaving the station and you're never going to get it back. If he gets convicted, your father, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, get convicted of RICO, you know that money train is gone. If you read the paperwork says he will lose all his assets. So that means y'all got to get a 9 to 5. And you ain't trying to get no 9 to 5. Well, what you should do is hook up with Kanye and do your own thing and leave this here alone if you was smart. Because you know your daddy's finna lose all he has, allegedly. You already know this. So if you was smart, you do something different. This right here is trash and garbage. See, this is what kids do. This is what children do. If you had any brains in your head, you see the train. The train is smoking. The smoke is coming out the top of the thing. People is on board. He's calling the last call. Choo, choo. Don't you hear it? The train is leaving with all the money. So if I was you, Christian, I would do something totally, completely different. I'd have stashed my money and been, honey, I'd have been doing something different. Because it don't look good for you. What 9 to 5 you gonna do? You gonna flip burgers? What you gonna do? You gonna get a detail shop? You better do something. But you're gonna sit there and wait till the train pull out. And you're gonna waste your time writing a disc record instead of figuring out your future and what you're going to be doing in the next 5 to 10 to 15 years, at least, while your daddy is gone. And it ain't like he going to get out and be back on top. That's over. That's done. It's over. So you and your siblings, y'all need to all get together and figure out what y'all going to do. The girls, they can model. So they can get that they can find out, get connections and model and do all this other stuff. They can do that, be in commercials. They can do some stuff. You out here writing disc records to people. Ain't nobody gonna help you. You got this game all backwards. You're an idiot. Don't do this. This record ain't finna go from the floor to the ceiling. That's about all it's gonna do, and drop right back down. It's not going anywhere. Okay, everybody know how you feel. Do they care? No. Nobody cares. It seems like you want a disc record out so somebody can retaliate and send another disc record out combating your disc record. Ain't nobody finna do that because don't nobody care. Watch, you gonna find out. Ain't nobody finna say nothing to you about this disc record. They just clowning you right now. It's not gonna go anywhere. And you did it with Kanye. The beats is cool. I like the beats. But what you talking about, homie? It ain't doing nothing for you. Only person mad is you. Everybody else is cool. Because see, as long as they ain't got to go to trial, as long as they ain't got to sit before the judge, they could care less what you think of them or say. So you dissing all the people that was around your daddy, when he was up. They don't care. Where's Stevie J? He didn't come. Did you diss him? Stevie J was just one of his partners. Where's Stevie J at? He was at the house when you guys got reprimanded. Or detained. Where he at now? Where's Stevie J? I'm going to holler Stevie J because he was the only grown person there. And the only one that's sitting there saying, oh, my man Puff Daddy Sean didn't do that. He ain't that type of dude. But he didn't come to trial. He didn't stand up for your daddy. He did on social media. But see, he didn't go to the trial and put his hand up and say, I swear. He ain't got time for that. Where's DJ Khaled? I keep calling all these people. Where they at? Where's Meek Mills? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where's Usher doing his concert? Where's all these people that was in his corner? They ain't talking to you either, are they, Christians? So you're going to put out a diss on them. Now the witnesses get talked about. So you talking about Cassie. You didn't help her. So why are you talking about her? You knew what your daddy did to her. But see, this is what I'm talking about. This kind of foolishness that's going on. Girl, boy, let your daddy go to jail in peace. Okay? Let him go to jail in peace. Because if you look around, you'll probably be sitting right next to him soon. And you think the feds don't see this? They don't care. Nobody cares. It's a done deal. Well, I wanted to get on here and tell you how crazy this little boy is with Kanye. We ain't gonna go into that one. I see Kanye's in the tabloids too now. Again, something's going on. But next I'm gonna talk about his brother. His little brother. So that's what I'm gonna come on. I know one of his older brothers. I'm gonna talk, not his oldest brother, but one of his older brothers. I'm gonna talk about him. Yeah. When it's bad, it's bad. It's just bad. But these kids are entitled. This is what this behavior comes from. Sense of entitlement. But I just want to come on here right quick. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all share it and leave a comment. And you know, it don't hurt to push the subscribe button. You know, because I'm bringing y'all this content that I'm getting. I don't go into a lot of details because it's just pathetic. But some of it I do because sometimes some people don't know about it. But for those of you, I'm sure, have seen the trials and know that Diddy's under trial and that it's coming to a close, and now his son is out here acting a fool. Out here acting a fool. So, in the meantime and in between time, y'all share this video, like this video, subscribe, and then that way we can have a whole bunch of conversations, because we just had that conversation. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.